Daylight Davey! BAC V RR. Hey, guess what? I'm going to share something like totally different, and you're not going to expect this at all. But hey, I'm going to talk about my little bit of a OCD. You know, maybe some of you guys have a little bit of OCD on something or whatever. Maybe no OCD, but anyways, my OCD is, you know, I like to keep organized. When I built the layout, I try to keep really organized, and that way I knew where things are at, and it just made me want to build the layout. Let's just put it that way. If it was a mess, I go, man, I just wanted to walk away from it. So I try to keep everything pretty organized when building the layout. Keep things organized as far as where they're at. And with the large layout, I still lose things, unfortunately. But anyways, all that to say, my other OCD is I hate odd numbers. So back in the 90s, early 2000s, anytime I'd buy an engine, I'd buy two because I just hated to buy just one. And back then, you know, the engines weren't all that expensive. They were like, you know, you could pay anywhere from 80 to 110 bucks for most of these engines at hobby shops, and get them cheaper even online. So some of the engines here, like these engines here, I bought at Roseville Hobbies, and they are 110 bucks, you know, each engine. Not that bad, obviously no decoder back then. But this is what I've been doing. Okay, as you can see, there's a couple GP38s. These are all Atlas engines, by the way. GP40s, a bunch of GP40s, U23s. We got a couple U30s here, U30Bs. And the weird thing about this, these two engines right here, it really throws me off, because when I bought these guys, okay, so this is a Lifelike P2K Atlas engine. Internally, they are exactly the same. The trucks are exactly the same. The only difference is the outside, the radiator. I think you know, you got your radiator grill right here, and this is kind of a see-through thing. It's hard to see right in the camera. But anyways, it's actually nicer, I think, on the P2K than on the Atlas. But internally, it's weird. I swear it's the same manufacturer that made them. They're totally exactly the same, which I thought was really strange. I'd never seen that before. Anyways, getting back into this. So what I've been doing is, and I've got most of these set up, is I decided to put a sound decoder in every engine that has the higher number. So he's got a sound decoder, non-sound. NCDASR, same thing, sound, non-sound. Sound with a larger number, non-sound. Sound, non-sound. Now these guys here, I've got to do these guys. They all have DASRs, non-sound, all these 6 engines. So I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to get 3 G sound decoders for the 2260. The larger number is 63 and the 758. And then I'll take these DASRs, and then I'm going to move them over here. Oh, by the way, I'm watching you know, I like doing videos when football's on, because I like to kind of watch the game. I don't necessarily have to listen to it, but I kind of like to watch the game in the background. And hey, real quick, hey, sorry, East Coast guys, I'm kind of rooting for the Vikings. And you know, before COVID, every other year I'd pick a state. I'd just travel to a state. I'd travel and I'd chase trains. And I did that quite a bit, but I did that in Minnesota. And the time I was in Minnesota, they were just putting the finishing touches on the Viking Stadium. And I swear it reminds me of a big Noah's Ark. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen it from the outside. But anyways, side note. Okay, so those 3 DASRs are going to go into these guys. These are older Atlas engines. They run terrific. But these are the old original Atlas switchable decoders. If that'll focus. But you pull, hang on. Come on, camera. Let's go, baby. Let me see if I can come in at that. There we go. Anyways, you pull this thing up, and then you move it over a notch, and then it can run on DC. So I don't know, really screwy, really tough to program. So I've been replacing these guys, and the only 4 I have left, and these things are in this engine, old Atlas decoder in this one, old Atlas decoder in my 3520, and this guy right here. But he's going to get sound. I took this guy out of one of those engines up on the upper level there, but he'll get sound. I got to order a Sugar Cube speaker for him, so I haven't worked on him yet. So anyways, I thought I'd share my OCD, and hey, let's run a train. What the heck? Oh yeah, here's the same thing. 2 more engines. One has sound, one doesn't. My 2 RS1s. Sweet! Oh, one other thing I'd like to share too is over the past 10 years, I kind of gotten over the OCD with just buying one engine. Especially with the price kind of like getting close to the $300 mark. So I'm pretty much over that OCD as far as buying 2 at one time. Okay, here in West Oak, hey, here's my power here. We're going to run some piggies, and we're going to take these empties. We got a few empty trailer chassis. We're going to drop those off there in Stockton and zip up there. So that's the plan. Let's go. Come on, Daylight Dave. I'm going to work. Coming through Niles Junction, hey, Mr. Modello. Yeah, I think I saw a 12-pack up in that tower. Hey, big shout out to YouTuber Kim Albertson. She was nice enough. She gave me some information on that overnight train. Again, it ran on the coast, but I don't think I mentioned that before. But between LA and Oakland on the coastline, middle of the night. But she said it was Amtrak 783, 784, the Spirit of California. So thank you for that. And I figured somebody would probably know, and she actually looked into it. So I thought that was hecka cool. That's for sure. Very nice of you. As I figure out what I'm doing here. Working on the clear. Coming through Fremont. Oh, one thing I didn't show is, you know, I got slide switches under there for the strobes and for the headlights. And when I turn the headlights off, the reds come on. The reds, they run off of track power. So I don't think I mentioned that before. So we're going to pull into Centerville, and I'll make a little quick stop. Oh, looking good, boys. Looking good. Oh, sweet. Clear that crossing. Pull in that depot. What that'll do, boys, that'll do. Okay, guys, this is my Centerville depot. Centerville, that's, you know, on the Fremont, on the old Centerville line, the old SB line there. But anyways, they got a stationary train order signal. I'm going to put that up. Now that I think about it, I got to order one of those things. Because it sits there. It's pretty cool. I'll show the headlight configuration on this. Anyway, so like I said, track power in the reds. Here's the flip side. It has some cheap-ass motor in it. Thus the, it's got some rubber bands. This is like old school stuff where it's got rubber bands for traction. But it just powered off of this truck. But I took out some gears to take care of that problem. There's a slide switch there for my strobes. And there's a slide switch there for my headlight. And that's my track pickup for the reds. Made it real simple. But hey, I'll flip the switches here. Okay, the reason I'm kind of sharing this again is because halfway through my other video, my headlights burned out. I put in some brand new AA batteries, and I guess it was a little too much for those bulbs, but they burned out. So I spent about a half hour. It took me not much time at all, but I put in some brand new LEDs, and man, they're brighter than heck. So they're cool. So anyways, let's go back to reds. Come on, Amtrak, you're already like an hour late. Let's go, buddy. Let's go. Come on, eyeball the depot. Sweet. Good over the Niles sub here at East Oakland. Ooh, looking good, brother. Hey, coming into East Oakland. Sweet it is. Hey, look in the other direction. in. Ooh, clear signal. Man, we ain't messing around at all, that's for sure. Ooh, looking good, boys. Oh man, we got some train holding on the Oakland sub. Waiting for this Amtrak to get through. Hey, cruising on in. So this was common in Sacramento and Martinez, where the dispatcher would hold you out, and it's called protecting the station. So they, protect the platform there, and they didn't want you going through when there were passengers loading and unloading, and that was real common, like I said, in Sacramento, Martinez. Martinez is such a busy place because you got the commuter trains coming up from Bakersfield and coming in from, Roseville, Sacramento area. And they all kind of converge right there in Martinez. So that was real busy. So a lot of times they kind of hold you out, or they tell the Amtrak guys, hey, you're protected, which means that no freight trains are going to run through there, especially when you're loading and unloading passengers. So anyways, side note, couple SP units. Well, make that UP. Come on, boys, get that damn ass Amtrak out of the way, man. I gotta go to work, man. I've been on duty for like 2 hours. Let's go. Jeez Louise. We're an hour late. What else is new? Let's go, boys. Scoot the boot. Not sure if you guys can see that, but hey, I'll walk up here. Divergent clear, 10th Street. Oh, good riddance. Okay, let's go. We got this power. I'm on board. Me and the boys. Hey, pina coladas for everybody. Hey, we're pulling. Guess who I'm working with? Guess who my conductor is? You got it. Aaron Rodgers. Hey, he's taking the day off from playing football. I'm like, oh, sweet. Hey, been to Green Bay many times over the years, and yeah, I miss the Chicago Northwestern and Milwaukee. They had a cool bridge going over there in Green Bay, and of course you had the Green Bay and Western. Man, I used to watch that too. Cool stuff, man. That's long gone. Oh well. At least they still got a yard there. Yeah, car department, they pretty much air tested all these cars, so hey, we're ready to pull them out. These guys will have to do an air test on them. Well, they're sitting in the departure tracks here, so do an air test on those. The car department will run those real quick. Sweet, boy, sweet. I think I told you, so this is a private road crossing owned by the UP underneath the bridge. And this is a public road crossing here. We'll double over here. They had to break up these cars here because there's too many cars. But yeah, that's fine right there. This is all public, or excuse me, private right here, and public road crossing right here. This is where we load and unload the auto racks on that track right there. Look a good daylight day. Looking good, buddy. Let's go. So let you guys know, I think they still have some of these cars available, but the reason they put these stripes here, and I've mentioned this before, is that these trailers move. They kind of go back and forth around curves and stuff, so they put those stripes there, and Hopefully not to kill anybody, any riders. Let's just put it that way, like to ride the trains. Oh man, we got the piggy bags. I'm going to break open one just to buy my next engine. We love the piggies. Think they like David about two to stop, two now, tour. Oh, give me one long. One long daylight day, water now. Heifer. Oh, that'll do when you can stop. Oh, that'll do, daylight Dave, that'll do. Okay, daylight Dave ain't coming back about Fort Hook. Fort Hook now, here we go. Coming back. Oh, give me about, tour now, two cars. One to Hook, water now. Heifer, daylight Dave, heifer. Oh, about 20 feet. Oh, 10 feet. And that'll do, daylight Dave. Oh, that'll do. Okay, daylight Dave, coming back, half car to Hook. Heifer now. 20 feet. Oh, 10 feet. And, oh, that'll do, daylight Dave, that'll do. Oh, give me a stretch. Stretch. Oh, good hook, good joint. That'll do, daylight Dave, red zone air time. Okay, like I mentioned, these suckers going to Stockton. Let's go, hey, do an air test. Get the car department out here and let's go. We want to start pulling this train.